Hey guys, so if you've been using DAZN, then you may have noticed that they have some new rules when it comes to using the application and using the website in a different country. So if you're traveling, you're not going to be able to get the normal full content library that you're used to in your home country. You're only going to be able to get either free content that's available in the country that you're visiting or international content that you can access globally. So you're going to be kind of limited if you're traveling, and you're not going to be able to get your normal content library that you're used to in the place where you originally purchased your subscription for DAZN. On top of that, if you wanted to use a VPN, DAZN has recently started to get much stricter when it comes to VPN blocking and have been blocking a lot of different VPNs if you wanted to get around these location restrictions. But I've been doing some research and I found a few VPNs that you can still use with DAZN, and you can also use these VPNs if you wanted to gain access to the NFL Game Pass, because you can't get this in the US, right? So if you were in the US and you wanted to get access to the NFL Game Pass on DAZN, I'm going to show you how you can use a VPN to do that. And the first VPN that I found has been working with DAZN is ExpressVPN. DAZN is constantly monitoring VPN IP addresses. They are staying on top of it. So the first step when you're using ExpressVPN, and in order to get it to work, would be to try out different servers. So with ExpressVPN, I'm going to walk you through this from the beginning in case you're unfamiliar. So if you get ExpressVPN, and I'm going to have more information about Express and all the VPNs I'm going to talk about in this video in the description, as well as some discount links that will save you some extra money if you do want to try them out, right? So you'll find all of that in the description. But with Express, you could go into the location bar right here and just click on it, and you'll have all your list of locations. You have your recommended locations, you have all of them. And as of now, ExpressVPN allows you to access 105 different countries with 3,000 plus servers across those 105 locations, right? So we can just search for anyone here. And let's say you initially made your account with DAZN in the UK, and now you're traveling somewhere else and you want to be able to gain access to the content library that you're used to in the UK. So it's right here in the recommended tab, United Kingdom. You could also search for it up top, and then you could also go to this arrow and you're going to get more options within the UK. So we can try different ones here. Let's just try London, right? And when I click on it, it's going to automatically connect me up. If it didn't do that, then you can just always click on this big connection button and you'll be connected up in a second or two, right? And now any website that you go to on the internet, including DAZN, is going to think that you're in the UK. So I'm just going to go here and refresh the page right now, and pay attention on the top, right? It says now DAZN.com, EN for English, and then GB for Great Britain, because now since I'm connected to the VPN, even though you may physically be somewhere else, when you're connecting up to a website on the internet, it's going to think that I'm in London in Great Britain, and it's going to give me a price over here for the Game Pass in pence. So because of the VPN, the website no longer thinks that I'm signing in from my physical location. It thinks that I'm signing in from whichever location I connected to in ExpressVPN. Now again, since there is a bit of a game of cat and mouse here between DAZN and ExpressVPN, you want to always go back over here and try connecting up to different servers, try disconnecting and reconnecting. It's also a good idea to always clear out your cookies and your cache, or even better, use an incognito tab or the similar option, whichever your browser gives you. You want to use one of those tabs so that when you do sign into DAZN, it will be a fresh login and you won't have any information from previous logins, maybe your location history, affecting your new login. Now, talking about the NFL Game Pass, let's say you did want to get it, you were in the US. So the steps over here would be to go into your VPN. Let's say it's ExpressVPN, and another one that I recommend that I have seen to be working with DAZN would be this one over here, NordVPN, right? You can use this, and you would just want to go over into the map. You can do it through the map or the list and choose a location. Let's say, so you're in the US, right? You want to get Game Pass. You want to choose maybe, let's say, Spain or France or Germany, a place where you can get the Game Pass and connect up to a server there. Then go back over to DAZN once you're connected with the VPN and create a new account and have that account be registered to the location that you connected to in the VPN. So let's say it's Germany. You want to make an account with DAZN that will now be registered to Germany because that's where you're connected to in the VPN. And then this is important. You're going to have a payment method that's going to be registered to the location of the account. So if you're making an account that's, let's say, connected to Spain, you connected up to Spain in the VPN, and then you made a DAZN account registered to Spain, you want to go over to a website, something like mygiftcardsupply.com, and get a Spain DAZN gift card, and then purchase Game Pass by redeeming this gift card. Again, making sure that the VPN is connected the entire time. So that's how you would either get the Game Pass or just get access to your original content library on DAZN.com using a VPN. Now, in terms of which VPN to go with, my personal favorite is ExpressVPN. I find it to just be the easiest to use. It's very fast. All of its servers are optimized for streaming, gaming, torrenting, and I personally, when I stream with it, I don't find any issues with buffering or lag. I get some pretty good speeds. Their customer support is really good. You can just chat with them on their website at any time. And they also have one of the best records when it comes to privacy and security of any VPN. So for all those reasons, ExpressVPN is my personal favorite and my top recommendation. However, if you want something that's a little bit more advanced, that offers more features, NordVPN is a really good alternative. There is a lot more to Nord. You're going to get a lot of different types of servers. You're going to get, let's say, an option here, just an example, double VPN, which connects you up to 2 different servers before getting you over to the internet. You're going to get some add-ons like a mini antivirus over here. And like I said, you'll be able to find a full review for Nord and all these VPNs in the description below if you want to find out more about them. One other VPN that I wanted to recommend here, and this is actually a VPN that has a pretty decent free plan, right? And that would be Windscribe. And the reason I'm mentioning Windscribe is because in my testing, this VPN actually was also able to successfully access DAZN. And with this, you can actually get a free plan that will give you 10 gigabytes of data. So that may not seem like a lot if you're streaming content, but compared to a lot of other free VPNs, that is a decent amount of data, and you can use it to access DAZN. And if you want to try out any of these, you'll find discount links in the description that will save you some extra money on them. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.